Hi everybody, welcome very much to KillerPigeon Midweek Muster number 22 quarterfinals. It's a best of 5 and on a color yellow, representing team VES, it's Valdemar on the Chinese. In the color pink, representing team Elephant, it's LoueMt as the Malians. We are playing on coastal cliffs, the map that has water and fish, but you can't access it, reducing the space and the amount of resources to enjoy in this map. This is the first game, so everything is up to grabs. Nobody's in the lead just yet. And thank you very much for watching. Remember to check KillerPigeon, the host and organizer of the event, using the links down below. Also, Valdemar streams on Twitch, so make sure to support him as well and check his YouTube channel. He does some cool guides. Louis also streams, but it's on the Chinese platform, so if you can access it, go check him as well, live on their own platform. And we have Chinese versus Malians. It's funny because Louis is from China, he's playing as Chinese here, and Louis really likes to play Malians. I think he's been cooking a lot with Ottomans recently. We have some games of Louis, for example, on the Elite Classic 3 main event group stage, where he played some Ottomans, he did well. Go check that out, he's here on the channel as well. And the Malians versus Chinese on this map actually prefer the Chinese tempo or tempo generation, I mean. The Malians have a great economy, of course. They can also go very easy into professional scouts, but Chinese can do it like better and sooner, and then they can produce more units as well. The advantage for Malians is that they're going to have specific unique units, I mean, that are always hard to counter, especially the Zugunu and the archers from the Chinese will not do well in smaller numbers versus the javelin throwers from Louis. Louis with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 houses on the pit mine on the back as well, which is good for him, likely indicates a professional scout's intention. But then what's really bad for Louis is the second and third pit mines are all in the front line. That's a characteristic of this map. It doesn't always spawn like this, but mostly it does, where you barely have any resources in the back. And sometimes it happens just like this stone over here. Yes, it's in the back, but it's really far away. Classical Imperial Academy opening. It's very rare these days now to see the Chinese open with the Barbican, even against aggressive civilizations, because of the professional scouts. And if you think about it, one of the most aggressive civilizations that players really like to use against the Chinese are the French or Jeanne d'Arc civilization. And because now they only make one knight and then go professional scouts, you as a Chinese always have time to build the barracks and then supervise it to produce some spearmen to stop it, because back in the day when French would be even more aggressive, it will be a lot of the priority, for example here the Chinese, to drop a Barbican of the Sun here to protect the gold, but because they want to go professional scouts as well, and you don't want to go Song Dynasty, if you build the Barbican first, then you don't have the ability to create imperial officials or collect more taxes in general. No, not taxes at all, because you'll be delaying your Imperial Academy, so you had to make one from the town center, which is not great. So this into barracks is way more profitable for the Chinese. Second pit mine will be here for Louis. I think it's smart to not go immediately into the front of your base. That will be very easy for the enemy to spot and start targeting. Here, it's further away from your base. It's harder for the enemy to just go here and send units, and it's a bit easier to defend because you have more time to react to the enemy actions. Already have some warrior scouts running around the map. Valdemar with 2 spearmen and 1 spearman coming in soon as well to pressure away the professional scouts from Louis. And now going into Sofas. Interesting. Sofa archery range. Is it going to be Sofa archers and not Donzo javelin throwers? Donzo are better than the spearmen, but the Chinese just have a production power that outscales the Malians because of the supervision of imperial officials. First carcasses being collected by Valdemar. Has Louis already clicked professional scouts, actually? No, not yet. He's buying cows, so maybe he will just deny professional scouts from the enemy and try to apply a very strong feudal age pressure, because the Malians can do that. They are a very good civilization to attack early into the feudal age. More scouts coming in with their carcasses. Spearmen now moving forwards. Yeah, and it's Sofa archers, not Sofa javelin throwers. LoueMt also investing in some towers with the arrow slits upgrade. Louis sometimes known as the Wally MT because he loves to wall. So maybe some walls here to the gold. Maybe here in front of the gold. They are very big walls. So hard to do. We have a scout here, maybe to kill. Barbican of the Sun for Valdemar. That's a very early Barbican in consideration that Valdemar also win professional scouts. That will also unlock the Song Dynasty. I just paused because I saw the villager count and I forgot that the Imperial officials also count for the eco count because they were made from the Imperial Academy. Valdemar lost no villagers in the process, so he's now 5, soon to be 4 though, eco units in advantage. But Louis also with the pit mines and the cows generating some passive income. But Valdemar is getting close to go castle. Louis investing a lot into expensive units that are the Sofa. Valdemar now will be spending 50 food every 15 seconds. Because now instead of 20 seconds that it took to produce a villager normally, it only takes 15 seconds because of the Song Dynasty. We have some good walls here from Louis. And here on the side, not yet. Scott just being chased away. I think Valdemar really wants to go to Castle Edge, bringing more and more deer. This deer pack is almost all collected. Louis wasn't able to deny 2 deer packs, which is really important, because Louis invested a lot into units. Yes, it's also buying him time to build and protect the second pit mine, to build the ranches and buy cows. But I think Valdemar is profiting way more. Oh, he's investing heavily now into horsemen as well. So no Castle Age. He has to respect the archers. I think it's a good play from Valdemar. If just goes castle and can produce enough palace guards or lancers, for an example, he'll be just dead to a mass of Sofa and archers. Oh, but Louis is going professional scouts himself now. No, that's a rival technique, sorry. Because it didn't make sense building a tower and the mill over there. It is actually kind of a nice position. Louis can protect his gold and kinda the deer at the same time. Oh, the archers are being punished by the spearmen chasing. Remember that Sofa do +3 versus infantry. So even though they kinda weak in feudal, oh, now they're only doing +2. But they still do that extra damage versus a spearman. But early in feudal age is not great to just fight head-on into the spearman. If the archers already took some HP or most of the HP of the spearman away, the Sofas can come in, and with 19 damage versus 0 melee armor, they can do very quick work of spearman with low HP. Especially if Louis is able to micro correctly, which he's totally capable of, and avoid the spearman's charge damage and stun animation. Villagers on the run. Garrison command is issued. They're going into the towers. Tower is shooting into the spearman. Good micro of the tower from Louis. Because if the spearmen are gone, the Sofas will win against the horsemen, of course. Valdemar really ahead economically. We have to check the income per minute to see how much those numbers translate into income. Oh, way more food for Valdemar, way more wood as well, and a bit more gold. So Valdemar's eco is indeed better. Valdemar ready with melee attack. Because he's running full melee combat. That's a great fight from Valdemar here. He kills all the archers. Only 4 so far alive, which are going down to the spearmen here. That was an extremely good fight. Louis maybe suffering from ping, I'm not sure about this current lobby situation for both of these players. The archers dying there, it's a huge loss, because there is nothing now to really counter the spearmen. It will be very hard for Louis to remass those archers. He's going for a second archery range, but only right now. So available at the moment, only 1. We're just repairing the tower. Already 3 eco kill for Valdemar. He's really ahead, almost 10 eco units ahead. Warrior Scout doing some raiding. They are dangerous to the villagers, keep that in mind. They're not your normal scout, they are Warrior Scout, but more villagers going down. Valdemar claiming here a huge advantage versus LoueMt. Still, your most recent Age of Empires 4 champion on the Garrison LAN event in Berlin. I think, no, maybe it wasn't in Berlin. It was in Germany. But I'm not sure if it was in Berlin or not. It sounded really cool, though, saying Berlin like that in the end. 11 cows for Louis, though, which is really good. Of course, he's far away from having a full cow boom, but at least providing some value. But I think Valdemar is just too ahead right now, unless Louis can buy time to go Castle Age, and Valdemar is not. But Valdemar, with 1,000 gold already in the bank, he can sell that, going Castle as well. I said Imperial, but I would say Castle Age, not Imperial Age. More villagers going down here, and that's a lot of idle time. Even if one villager gets killed here, the idle time here is super profitable for Valdemar. Our Chinese player in yellow. More of the archers going down, more of the villagers going down. And it's just looking rough for LoueMt. Idle time, very, very valuable. He just can't have enough time to remass the army, though. And GG should be called soon for Louis, from Louis, I mean. Valdemar moving on to the board, that's great food income. Does that mean his deer is running out? Oh, yes, it is. Ooh, that's tough. He's just rallying units into the base of Louis. Louis cannot catch a breather here. I think Valdemar will take the win soon. Louis not giving up. Valdemar losing some of the speedmen to the town center. He lost 2 eco units, but he killed 8. So almost 20 villager lead, astronomical clock tower, castle age from Valdemar. Louis not even close, and he has to reinvest. Maybe the sofa choice wasn't the best. Oh, he's also running our... No, he still has deer there. He's buying cows from here too. Oh, so many cows there just chilling. He already has 19 cows, but they're not all in the ranches. So they're not giving as much value as possible. Valdemar goes castle. Not enough gold to click the upgrades, though. So now still basically just feudal age. There we go. Upgrade to speedman could be supervised, taking only 20 seconds here. I think that's being supervised. Yeah, it is. Sofa coming back to action, but they can't get close to the speedman. And LoueMt losing the second pit mine. Completely, and the houses too. The speedmen are now upgraded. They will be even more effective versus the sofa. Valdemar also now queuing in some palace guards, which they'll be very good because they move faster, so they are great at chasing down the archers. You just need to have them in different control groups as the speedmen, because if not, they'll be slowed down by the speedmen if they're all in the same control group. Sofas here can't engage, they will be heavily punished. More towers coming in from Louis. He needs the extra defense, and buying time for Castle should be his best play. But it's looking tough because Valdemar is not relieving the pressure. A lot of villager kills, 20 economical lead now confirmed for Valdemar. And Louis loses basically his whole army once again. Valdemar is now 1 age ahead, can start collecting relics. We see already a monk out in the map and another in queue. Already 1 relic being brought home for Valdemar. I can't find it, but it is. And the whole army gets destroyed from Louis. He has a lot of resources in the bank considering his bad economical situation. But he just can't not go to Castle Age. The deer just ran out. Valdemar knows there was deer there. He moves there to with the horsemen, which are already veteran. Chasing those villagers will be no problem. Getting those villagers down also will be no problem. And Valdemar building even a stronger eco lead. So many villagers going down. GG should be coming soon. All the horsemen go down though. But Valdemar doing the switch into men-at-arms. Also going into siege engineering. Of course, killing some ranges, killing the tower, killing the military buildings will help out a lot. Because the pit mine is still providing gold. The cows are still providing food. So Louis maybe not just dead yet. Valdemar losing a lot of units under the town center though. He needs to be careful with that. Malians are known to be able to do some cool comebacks because of all the passive income. Valdemar sieging the walls of Louis. He wants to come in. Palace Guard numbers here not great, but the Lancers will be great. They will counter every single unit that Louis is producing. Louis now edging up, even though he's so much behind and took so much damage. Great play from Valdemar, going for the board of the enemy. Malins can't use the board technically, but we say it's from the enemy because it's really close to the enemy base. Thus it's easier for them to attack. Another tower maybe here will be great. Forward lumber camp as well, taking the enemy wood line. Valdemar is feeling confident, is pushing through, getting 3 rams ready. Lancers are arriving, spearmen are arriving, +2 ranges defense, I mean, is already here. Louis now castle, can upgrade the sofa. The Lancers here, 4 of them already, will be an insanely valuable resource for Valdemar, pushing through into the base of Louis. Almost 20 minutes in, the first game of this best of 5. KillerPigeon MidweekMuster number 22 out of 30, almost closing out this amazing circuit. We are in the quarterfinals as well. Rams moving on. Oh, villagers being pulled. Valdemar cool target that. He's choosing to target the enemy, or the enemy army. 1 ram goes down. Villagers get a second one. 27 villager kill already, almost a 40 villager lead. Right now a 39 economical unit lead for Valdemar. Now 40. Building towers everywhere to the west side of the base of Louis. Because then here to the east, Louis only has berries and stone. The gold and more berries and more wood. No, actually wood as well. Right over there. Louis still alive into the game. He's not giving up. He will fight to the bitter end. Sofas going down again. Archers, only 4 of them, can't do much. A lot of idle time. Malins do suffer a bit less from idle time because of all the passive income. Valdemar being chased by the wolf. He already got his own boar. Getting the enemy boar right now. It's always good to have the Imperial official on the boar, but since it's very far away from the base, sometimes it's not that worth it, or it's not convenient for the Chinese player to move the Imperial official over there. He'll generate way more resources. We're back with the throat clean. Let's go. Sacred sites now also being secured. 4 relics as well for Valdemar. His food economy actually is not that strong. No granaries, no farms, just boar and berries. What's being supervised? I think just collecting a lot of gold. He has a lot of gold. He can spam Nest of Bees, Palace Guards, Lancers at will. Also getting a lot of upgrades. +2 melee attack will be awesome. Nest of Bees will checkmate any ranged unit from Louis, especially in such low numbers. Louis struggling for wood at the moment. He got the first wood upgrade. Second sacred site for Valdemar. He can win in 10 minutes if he just holds, but I think he wants to push once again. He killed 40 villagers. Bro! Oh, that's an insane villager lead. I think Valdemar is now arriving with the 5th relic. There we go. 5 relics, 2 sacred sites, plus taxes. Insane passive gold income. 1,200 gold per minute. Now getting some stone as well to upgrade the towers here with hand cannons. And that will also cause a big headache for Louis because of all the pings happening. You could check Louis' perspective real quick. Yeah, just receiving pings everywhere. Oh, he was raiding with a sofa. He's going to raid with more sofa. He sees the house over there in the village. He sees the archery range. Valdemar switching into crossbows. counter the sofa more efficiently. Oh no, Valdemar comes in. Oh, this tower is not upgraded. Oh no, it is. It's just not... Oh, because he killed the blacksmith already. No, it's just attacking very slowly. So not a lot of pings, actually, from Louis' perspective. Just once in a while that tower attacks. And I think Louis... No, Valdemar is ready to push. Louis was able to rebuild a little bit. But with the siege here, Valdemar has way more than double the military population of LoueMt. Oh, nice! Valdemar walled the gold, so Louis can't build pit mine and houses. He has to burn down those walls. And Valdemar here is dominating. Louis trying to accumulate more archers in the back. It's just difficult, everything is being targeted. Villagers being pulled in. But the Nest of Bees can do insane damage to all those villagers. Sofa's trying to kill the Nest of Bees. And there we go, Nest of Bees shoot on the villagers. Louis doing a desperation play, trying to kill the Nest of Bees with the villagers. But the Nest of Bees are doing so much damage, the villagers will go down here. Actually, smart play from Valdemar, he targets the archers. He knows without the archers, the spearmen can just run rampant. And one of the Bees is still alive. Louis only with 12 villagers, he lost 63 in total. That's a 75 villager lead for Valdemar, plus relics. He lost one sacred site though. But this is more than over. Valdemar takes game number 1, what an opener, on this Chinese versus Maldini's matchup. Well played from Valdemar. It's actually very impressive to see him taking a game with such confidence and control of the match versus Louis, one of the best players in the world. Valdemar is also one of the best players in the world, but not in the same level of Louis. Perhaps today he'll show us that he is not only on the same level, but also a bit ahead. Louis still with a lot of games to come back. Let's see what he does. Everything is being killed. Louis perhaps thinking about the next game, thinking about what he did wrong in this game, thinking about what Valdemar did right as well, and recognizing perhaps some patterns in the playstyle of Valdemar that he can exploit / play around in the future games of this set. This is best of 5. Game 1 is now ending, I suppose. So at least, or in maximum, 4 more games to be played, and GG gets called. Good game. Thank you for watching. Leave likes and subscribe. Check KillerPigeon, Valdemar, and me live on Twitch and on YouTube. And I see you on game number 2.